Howdy all, welcome to Immersion Gaming. Bit of a different one for you today. We're not going to be looking at a game in this video per se. I'm going to be looking at Unreal Engine 5. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. I'm going to show you some trailers as well for about 6 or 7 upcoming games that are being worked on that are coming out this year that are based on Unreal Engine 5. Honest to God, you'll be blown away by how good some of these games looks. So yeah, that's the premise of this video. It's all about Unreal Engine 5. So I'll be back in a minute after the intro video. Welcome back. Right, so yeah, Unreal Engine 5. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it because it's not really a technical channel. It's not for people that are into developing games and into building PCs and all that sort of stuff. It's not that far in depth. It's a gaming channel. But I had to feature something about Unreal Engine 5 because all the new upcoming games, well, not all, but a lot of the new upcoming games are using Unreal Engine 5 to build their games in. And there's a reason for that, because it's absolutely fantastic. The technology that's gone into this new Unreal Engine 5 is crazy. It really, really is crazy. I've got a video that I'm going to show you in a bit. I'm going to watch it weird. I'm going to screen capture myself as we're watching it, like I do with my games now. And it briefly explains some of the features of Unreal Engine 5 and how it works and what it's used for, and this just give you a better understanding of what Unreal Engine 5 is. And then after that, we're going to watch, I can't remember exactly how many, I think there's 6 or 7 upcoming games that are being built within Unreal Engine 5. So it's trailers basically for these games, and they're absolutely mind-blowing. They really are unbelievable. I mean, I know some of the games that we've previously played, like the Quarry and things like that, their graphics were awesome too, but they're not on the same level as this. I mean, this is crazy. It really is. It's like photorealistic graphics. So you're just getting to the point now where you can't tell the difference between reality and computer generated graphics. It's mind-blowing, honest to God. So yeah, Unreal Engine 5, it's basically, in a nutshell, I'll make it as layman as I can, because I know there's a lot of people that are into all technology side of it. So it's an engine that's pre-built for all the needs of building a game. So for all your graphics, your physics, your lighting, your sound, the direction of the game, everything is all in Unreal Engine ready. So back in the day when they used to build games, they used to build them from scratch, and that's why sometimes it could take up to 10 years to build a game. Do you know what I mean? Because they had to do it from scratch. That meant building the engine and the lot then within that engine once they built it. So it took forever basically. But Unreal now, well, it's not just Unreal that have done it, there's a few different engines, but I'm talking about Unreal Engine. So now these engines they're done for them, so then the developer can take that engine as a foundation and then build the game on that and within that, and it just cuts the time down so much. It's unreal, literally. And yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the technology that goes into it, like I say, I'm going to show you in a minute the Unreal video. It's a couple of the guys that worked on it and helped build it and stuff from Epic, and they'll tell you some of the advancements in it and some of the technology within it, like lumens and things like that, which is for lighting and stuff. Again, you're not going to understand all of it. I don't even understand all of it, you know what I mean? But you'll get a gist of what it's about, and you'll get to see the graphics, because it shows you a demo of a game that they made for the PS5. Now bear in mind, the PS5 is not even as powerful as a gaming PC. Do you know what I mean? But it even looks that good on the PS5. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like on a gaming PC. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there for now with me talking, and we'll clip straight on to the video of the 2 guys from Epic that have worked on Unreal Engine 5, and let you have a look at it for yourself and see what you think. And after that, we'll crack on with the game trailers, the upcoming game trailers. Bear in mind now as well, with these game trailers, they're not released yet. They are still being worked on, so they're not perfect yet. So basically, the game developers have just released little snippets to show you this is what we're working on and this is how it looks so far, but they're not perfect yet, so there is going to be little bits and bats in them that's not going to look quite right yet, you know what I mean? But you'll still get an idea of watching them what the games are, what the end result's going to be like, basically. So yeah, without further ado, peeps, I think we'll crack on now with the Unreal Engine 5 video and let you have a look for yourself. So here we go. Right, welcome back. So here we are, the Unreal Engine 5 revealed next gen real-time demo running on PlayStation 5. That's what it is. So as I said, it's on the PlayStation 5 this, so bear in mind, like I said, PS5s aren't anywhere near as powerful as a good gaming PC. So if it runs like this on a PS5, you can only imagine what it's going to be like on a PC. So yeah, without further ado, peeps, let's crack on with the explanation of what Unreal Engine 5 is. So here we go. Keep your eyes peeled.
Hello, I'm Brian Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at Epic Games.
Hi, I'm Jerome Plateau, Art Director of the Special Project.
Hi Brian, hi Joe.
A few years ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward the state-of-the-art in real-time graphics. There were two key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting, instantaneously.
I don't have to be constrained to do a game where the world has to be static, and I'm able to iterate a lot faster.
And we call this new system Lumen. And we're about to show you what it is capable of. But first, there was another area that we thought we could push forward. Truly virtualized geometry. The artist wouldn't have to be concerned over poly counts, draw calls, or memory. We could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal for artists. I just want to be able to import my ZBrush model,
it's like
my photogrammetry
it's like the difference between 1080p
without
and
wasting
4K.
any time optimizing,
The more pixels,
creating LODs,
the more
or even
polygons,
lowering the quality to make it
the better quality of the picture.
In the end, that's what it's all about.
Graphics.
Art that just works. And we call this new technology Nanite. Here is the future of Unreal Engine running live on a PlayStation 5.
Here we go.
Awesome. Let's take a look at it.
Yay! Have a look.
This has to be the right way.
Just look how the light reacts to the surrounding geometry of the I mean, look at that. How real does that cave system look there? You see how the light bounces and all the shadows and each different pebble, each different stone has its own shadow. That's where ray tracing comes in.
Before we continue, let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key features of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets, but instead of using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film. There are around 1 million triangles each. And thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well.
8K.
Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles.
And this is a
What
game.
does that many triangles look like?
This is in real time.
This isn't noise.
It's not like...
These are the triangles, each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise.
It's not
Nanite
like a
achieves
pixel
detail
movie
down
where
to the
it's
pixel,
pre-rendered.
which means
This is
triangles
real
are often
time
the size
being
of
rendered
pixels.
as he's playing it like a game.
This amount of geometric detail
Crazy.
requires shadows to be pixel accurate as well, and Nanite can do that too. Speaking of lighting, all of the lighting in this demo is completely dynamic, with the power of Lumen that even includes multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps, no baking here. Without GI, all of that beautiful lighting is gone. With Lumen enabled, we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly.
And so that's the thing, it's not just about the light shining on something. When light
Okay,
hits
let's keep
something,
going.
it bounces off and lights the surrounding as well. You know, the reflective light. And that's what he just showed you then when he turned it off. You just saw the light. You didn't see all the
We've made some
reflection.
great additions to our audio system as
Crazy,
well.
man.
Convolution reverb allows us to measure reverberation characteristics of real spaces, like actual caves that we sampled, and reproduce them in virtual spaces. Sound field rendering allows us to record and play back spatialized audio.
That sounds mental. Friggin' hell.
All of this adds up to a more immersive experience.
If you're wearing headphones, you'll hear that, because I've got best sound quality. I'm recording it in. That is on. I can't wait to play games in this, you know.
This swarm of bats was created with our Niagara effects system. Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before.
And all this is done for them already, these game developers.
We've
Just
also
imagine how
added a
quick it's
ton
going to
of
be
new
now. That all they need to do now is
to run
build
fluid
the game.
simulations like you see in the water below.
Everything else is done for them already. That's why games can take like a couple of years now to make instead of 6 to 10 years. You know what I mean? It's craziness. Even normal people like me and you can build a game now. You can get Unreal Engine and
The demo
build
runs
your own
on our
game.
chaos physics system.
There's a
Here we
tutorial
are using it to accurately
on YouTube
simulate
for
the
it.
rigid bodies of the falling rocks and the cloth of her scarf.
I did have a look at it, but it's a bit above what I'm capable of at the moment. I mean, if I watched enough tutorials, I could probably do it, but it's not the direction I'm wanting to go in. Not at this age. I'm 44, do you know what I mean? It's,
Now that the
it's a bit late
environment
for me
is so
to get into
complex,
game building.
we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to adapt. We've added predictive foot placement and motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural. For the character to more realistically interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the door.
Sounds promising.
Yeah, so when your character moves towards someone, they'll actually
Dynamic
touch it
TI
like
is
you would in real
amazing,
life.
not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Nice.
Any light
Looks-
source can move while
it
still
might
having
be.
beautiful bounce lighting.
You can see
Dynamic
reflection off
illumination
off
means specular as
statue
well,
there, look.
which you can see on all the metal surfaces. You can even see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to the light.
Wow, that is unbelievable.
Lumen
Yeah.
not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes in geometry. Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This statue was imported directly from ZBrush and is more than 33 million triangles. No baking of normal maps, no authored LODs.
Just on one statue, 33 million triangle. That's how much level of detail.
And we can do more than a single statue. There are nearly 500 of that exact statue at the same detail level
Wow.
placed in this room, for a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues
Wow.
alone.
See, computers wouldn't have been able to run that before they got all
Over this
nano
entire
on
demo,
that.
there are
Nanite.
hundreds of billions of triangles.
Because all that's got to be processed by GPU or and CPU and that, you know what I mean? But because of this nanite now, it's just made anything, it's just opened up so many possibilities, it's crazy. And again, this is on PS5, not PC.
So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination,
Look at that.
all running on a PlayStation 5.
So you can't tell me looking at that there that if you didn't know, you wouldn't know that that was real life. You know, if you were just watching a video of it without knowing it was a computer generated. Unbelievable. So there really are going to be film quality games that I'm going to be putting on.
There's not much time left.
And this doesn't need to be constrained to small rooms. It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
Look at that. So all of that foreseeable, so you can see to the horizon there,
It's open.
is actually there. It's not a background picture. She's going to fly to it now.
Don't fail
What?
me now.
I think they might have actually made this into a game now. From what I've read something like that or heard something. I mean, this was just an Unreal Engine 5 demo to show you what it can do. But I think,
It's time to see
sure I read
what's
something
next.
about it made into a game. I might be wrong. I just remember reading something about it. Welcome to the future. Coming 2021. So, there we go. Unreal Engine 5. So that's what it's about, basically. I mean, again, that wasn't really a technical video. I've watched some other videos about it and stuff like that, and they've gone right into detail about everything, and it blew my mind. It really did. I mean, because I'm not a game developer, do you know what I mean? I mean, I know the basics of it, and I know how games are built and all that, but when some of the technology they were going into and some of the statistics and stuff like that, it were straight over my head, do you know what I mean? And I like to think I'm quite computer savvy and software savvy. So yeah, I mean, this is a good demo because it's not too technical. It just gives you an idea and shows you as you're walking through it to like examples of it instead of just filling your head with a load of mumbo jumbo, you know what I mean? So yeah, basically this is the future of gaming. Now, like I said, this isn't the only game engine out there. There's a few, but this I'd probably say is the best one I've seen as a whole. I mean, they all do somewhat well, but as a whole, Unreal Engine 5 seems to have the full package with Lumen and Nanite and all that now. It's unreal. I mean, you saw the detail of them frigging maps. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, like you say, when he's going on about polygons and triangles and stuff like that, they're now the size of a pixel. So like I said, a pixel is like the difference between a 1080p TV and a 4K TV. So a 4K TV has got 4 more times pixels than a 1080p TV has, which means a pixel is like a dot. So it's got 4 more times dots. And it just means you got the level of detail is a lot higher. It's crazy, absolutely craziness. So like I said, them polygons and triangles now is the way that they can create a picture. They're the size of a pixel now, which just makes that level of detail unbelievable. It's just crazy. Like when you watch old games and that, and you see how blocky they are, you know what I mean, and how they can't make a round surface. It's more like a hexagon. Do you know what I mean? That's because of how many polygons they had and stuff like that. They couldn't really make it round because they didn't have enough polygons to do that, so it makes it like a hexagon. That's the best way I can describe it. When you look at like Minecraft and stuff like that, how games used to look, that's because of how many polygons they got and stuff like that. They were limited. Now the world's their oyster in this new Unreal Engine 5. Some of the games are just going to be unbelievable, seriously. And some of these trailers that I'm going to show you now are unbelievable. They really are. So yeah, let's crack on anyway. So that's Unreal Engine 5, and that's what all these games now that I'm going to show you are built in Unreal Engine 5, and they're all in development. All these games, I think, how many is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games. They're all in development and they're all due out this year. Whether or not they all come out this year is another thing, because a lot of time games get put back because they find flaws or errors or glitches that they need to sort out for whatever reason. So yeah, first one is, let's see. So yeah, the first game is Paranormal Tales, and it's a first person horror game. Now this one looks really good. I mean, really good. I am really, really looking forward to this game. It's a bit of a Blair Witch vibe that I'm getting from it. That's what it looks like. But just watch this trailer. Watch how much detail there is in this forest when he's walking through it and stuff like that. It's unreal. 5. That's what it is. Right, here we go. Let's watch this Paranormal Tales trailer. It's great. It really is good. Are we ready? Let's go.
Teddy! Teddy! Come here, boy! Oh, what has gotten into him? Teddy! Teddy, come on now!
Make me jump, that.
Teddy,
I've got this on 100%.
for fuck's sake!
Look how real that looks. That looks like someone's camcorder in filming as they're walking through a farm. It don't look like it's computer generated, that, does it? What the... Oh, this looks scary as shit, man. I am gonna literally shit my pants playing. Oh, she stood in corner there, look. Oh my god. Wow. Games like that really scare the shit out of me. They do, honest to God. It's another thing that I'm going to be... I've got a VR headset, a Quest 2, and I play games in VR sometimes because it has come a long way as that. And if you hook it up to your gaming PC through I've got a fibre optic cable that I hook it up to my gaming PC through. It means you can have like proper game graphics in VR. It's another world. It adds an all new level of immersion when you're actually in the game, you know, rather than playing it on the screen. You're actually in it, and it's crazy. I've even played GTA 5 in VR. So you're going around ragging people out of cars and going to the strip club and stuff like that, having a lap dance and that, and you're actually there. You're the characters, you know. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But it's really hard for the PC to run because, bear in mind, these games are really hard on a PC anyway, these new good graphics games. But when you're playing it through a VR headset, it's got to render it twice, one for each eye. So it's double the work, basically. So you sometimes have to turn the graphics down a bit to let it run smoothly. Because if it don't run smoothly in VR, you start feeling sick and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It needs to be running at a decent frame rate. So yeah, that was Paranormal Tales. The reason why I was telling you about VR, sorry, I got a bit sidetracked then. I played... Paranormal Activity, you know, the film Paranormal Activity. I played that in VR about 6 months ago, I think it was, or something, and it literally scared the shit out of me. I ain't joking. I played it on my own on night, and obviously I had surround sound and that on it and VR, and you're actually in the haunted house of Paranormal Activity, and there's doors slamming, things getting thrown and stuff like that. But because you're in it and you're actually walking around the house, it absolutely scared the crap out of me. I'm not joking. And I haven't tried another horror game since in VR. It really did affect me that much. I'm not joking. Because there's a massive difference to play, like I say, playing it on a screen. When you start at home like this, chilling, playing it on a screen, that's one thing. But playing it in VR when you're actually there, seriously, it's a whole new fucking level, honest to God. So yeah, I was thinking about starting to do some VR for the channel, and I don't know if I dare play another horror in VR for the channel, because I'm suppose it'd be hilarious for you guys to frigging watch, do you know what I mean? But we'll see. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking of doing. That's something else that could be upcoming for the channel anyway. I'm not too sure yet. I might play some non-horror games in VR first, get used to it again, and then maybe we'll go back to a horror game. So yeah, anyway, that was Paranormal Tales, what last one. The next one is Invincible. It's a first-person sci-fi thriller. This one looks really good too. It's based somewhere on another planet. It's somewhere like Mars or somewhere like that. But it just it looks like a really story-focused game, which would be perfect for this channel. So yeah, let's crack on and have a look at that one, Invincible. So yeah, here we are, Invincible. Like I say, it's a sci-fi. It's a first-person sci-fi thriller. So here we are. This is Invincible. Look at detail on suit,
right.
on arms and that.
And I'm almost there.
Don't forget this is Unreal Engine
It's
5
the
as
last
well.
moment to go back.
And do what? As far as I remember, we've run out of options here.
It's just... If I were you...
With all due respect, Astrogator, it is me being stuck on the surface. So if you let me, I'll take my chances, and I will find the man.
Look at that landscape. See, that's a bit like what we just saw in demo, innit?
It made the climb worth already.
So you're on top.
Yes,
Activity within radius?
I heard no beeps, and I see no dots. Shit. How?
What?
I found him.
Very well. Now keep your distance and be careful.
It's too late.
What? I can't hear you.
It's too late to keep...
That old
Jasper,
ray
what
gun.
is it? Why is it too late?
He looks a bit like
Jasper, speak to me.
Lost in Space, you know, the old Lost in Space.
He said...
How technology looks and ray guns and stuff like that.
What have you done?
Ooh! Invincible, the game. Coming soon. In 2022. Well, no, it ain't coming in 2022 at all, because it's 2023 now and it's still not out. So, see what I mean about games getting delayed? It was due out in 2022. A lot of games got put back though. Probably due to COVID and things like that, and frigging war in Ukraine and things. Unforeseen circumstances. So yeah, that was Invincible. The next one is one I have been waiting ages to play. This game focuses in a hell of a lot on the physics. What I call the ragdoll effect. It's a first-person horror. And what I mean, what's really focused on this when I say the ragdoll thing is, like when you shoot an enemy, is how they react to it, and like if they fall, and how the physics of how the bodies move, and like if you shoot them in the arm, they get hit in the arm. So if you got it to a shotgun and you blow it in arm, it'd blow out flesh off his arm, but you could still have bone there, you know what I mean? And his arm could be dangling just from bone, things like that. The physics of the bodies and the monsters and stuff, it looks crazy, but it's also a very gory, bloody horror game. So yeah, it's called S.T.A.L.K.E.R. So let's have a look at that one. So yeah, this is S.T.A.L.K.E.R. And it literally is ill. Or the person who wrote it must have been ill. Again, Unreal Engine 5. Look at that. Bear in mind though, again, that they're not out yet, so some of the little finer details have yet to be worked on. Oh my god. This one's got a few little trailers, because they were only short. These are like the little short trailers that they've been releasing over the last about a year or so, I think. You know, just giving you little snippets as they've been working on it. So it's just like a collage of all the trailers.
Mike? I made my way in. Found some sort of administrative room. It's a total mess here.
Shit. They were really rushing out of there, weren't they? All right. Head to the dome. It might be your only way down.
Sound on that were brilliant. Unreal Engine. I think this way you get to see a bit of the physics that we're on about, where you shoot them and stuff. Notice how they blacked the body out so you can't see it. That's just a YouTube thing, so you don't see all blood and gore. You'll see it when I play it, believe me. I'll go right up. Look at that, look how bodies fall. How they would in real life. Wow. They even throw stuff at you. See, it all adds to realism, does that. Things like that. And it's only little details, but as a whole, when you're playing the game, you just get more immersed when all the physics are real and that. I mean, I get proper into games anyway, as you've seen when I'm playing Beyond Two Souls and that, and I'm frigging effing and blinding at it. Oh, look at that! Wow! Oh, blood! See what I mean? How they've worked on flesh and. Oh, it makes me feel sick, man. Yeah, it's looking too real now, isn't it? I mean, if anything is going to desensitize people to blood and gore and violence and stuff, it's going to be now when it looks this real. Because it does literally make me feel sick, so much stuff I see. What the freak was that? These, I've noticed me send this trailer isn't really doing it justice, because I don't think it's been recorded in full 4K, so it don't look as good. Because you also lose some of the clarity when you upload it to YouTube as well. It gets compressed.
Fuck. Oh, shit.
Oh, imagine that. Imagine that. Oh, sparked him. Oh my god. Imagine waking up like that and getting dragged through frigging woods by all them.
Hello?
Fucking... whatever they are.
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't...
Oh, you'll get to see again. I was telling you how you shoot wherever you shoot him. Like that, look, you just shot him in arm. You see it hanging on by a thread. Oh! I love stuff like that. Oh, blow his head clean off with shotgun. Oh, that must be what it is then. That worm that just came out must be what goes into the body and reanimates him or something. Proper gory, innit, this? I'm really looking forward to this one. I like games like this. Although I'm not really good with horrors, but I like a good gory game. So there we go, that's ill. And it is ill. It really is, see what I mean? How gory that is. But again, look how real it looks. And again, bear in mind, they're not finished yet. Do you know what I mean? They're still in production, they're still being built. So there's still going to be a lot, they're still going to look a lot better than that once they're done. When they've done all fine tuning and stuff. Because I noticed then on some of them, with blood, the physics of how the blood were coming out and stuff like that looked a bit janky. You know, it didn't look as good as what I think it will look when they've finished it. But yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that one. Right, so what's next? Let's have a look. Layers of Fear is next. And this one is a first-person psychological horror. Oh, Layers of Fears, not Layers of Fear. Layers of Fear originally came out about 10 years ago, and I played it, and it was a good game. About this, I don't know if it's a remake of that, or if it's like a number 2 to it or what, but this one's called Layers of Fears, and it's built in Unreal Engine 5. It's just as doolally as the original one. But yeah, let's have a look at that one. So here we go. This one is Layers of Fears. Psychological horror. First person. Which means you're looking through their eyes and not over the shoulder.
My very first memory is that of hitting a piano key. Pure joy at the immediate response to my action. And then a surge of power as I realized that the piano would do what I wanted it to. What is left of it now?
Now I see it.
I will never be like one of his paintings.
Look at that old chain. It's a bit of an headfuck game, is this? It's like proper.
But I can make the paintings be like me. Scarred, broken, hidden from the world, imprisoned in this house.
I know what must be done.
I want out.
Proper headfuck that, innit? It's like a lift shaft, but she's walking like it's a corridor.
No!
Proper mind bending the games like this. Don't play these sort of games stoned, I'm telling you. It can blow your mind. imagined. Layer of Fears. So there you go. Layer of Fears. Yeah, like I say, I played that year. I can't remember exactly when it was, the original one, but it was a long time ago. And I enjoyed that. So I'm really looking forward to this one, obviously. So that one says early 2023. Well, it's not out yet, so it wasn't too early. But I think it's due out soon, is that? Or I hope it's due out soon. Right, the next one. I don't know if I'll be featuring this one on the channel because I played the first one to this when it came out. And I followed it from the beginning because it's a good game, a really good game. But it's not so much a story-based game. Well, number one isn't. I'm not sure about number two. That's why I'm saying I don't know if I'm going to be featuring it on the channel or not. Because number one is a survival game, basically, where you have to build your own huts, you have to find food, you have to make fire to keep yourself warm and drink and all that sort of thing. Like you would if you were surviving it while it's a survival game. But it's based in prehistoric times, so you've got dinosaurs and pterodactyls and stuff, but you can train the dinosaurs and pterodactyls and end up riding them, like get on a T-Rex's back and ride it like a horse, you know what I mean, and fly around on pterodactyls and stuff like that. And it's because it's a survivor and it's open world, so you've got all other people from all over the globe on your map as well, so you can battle them or team up with them or whatever. And that's what number one were like. I think number two has got a lot more of a story to it, and it even stars Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel plays the main character in it. So I'm not sure yet whether it'll be on the channel. If it has got a really good story to it, then I will feature it on the channel, obviously. But if it's just where it's a survival, then it's not really for this channel because it's for story-based games, obviously. So anyway, this is a very short trailer because it's still very much in development from what I've read. So yeah, let's have a look at the quick trailer for Ark 2. So here we are. This is Ark 2.
My dad tells stories of a terrible war that happened across the sky. Heroes fought and died to give us a chance to start over.
Crazy.
All that I know from their Earth are the creatures they sent along with us. And here on Arat, every day is a fight to survive.
This is actually in-game footage as well. That's what it just said in time, anyway.
But if anyone can tame this new world, we can.
There he is, look. Old Vin Diesel. Old Riddick. That's pretty much it, though. It's a very short trailer, is that? But I thought I'd have to get it in because it does look good. And like I say, I really, really enjoyed first one. The amount of hours I spent playing first one, I won't even want to say how many hours because I'd be disgusted with myself. It was a long time. I used to work for VW, and that's when I played one when I used to work for VW. So I used to come home from work, and when everything were done, I was straight on that, and I'd be on it for hours and hours, and I'd have to tear myself away from it to go to bed ready for work in the morning. I really, really did get into it. But I think, like I said, there was no real story to number one. It was just a survival game. You just survived, basically, and trained dinosaurs. But in this one, it does look like, and I've been told that there's going to be an actual story to it, which will be good if there is. Right. Instinction is the next one. And it's a first-person action-adventure. So let's have a look at that one then, shall we? So here we go. This is another dinosaur one. Don't really know much more about this, really. I've not really heard much about it. I just know it's prehistoric. This one's more realistic. We're not riding round on dinosaurs in this one, I think. I think this is like going back in time to prehistoric times and having to deal with dinosaurs. But in Unreal Engine 5 as well, so it looks ace. But here we go. Instinction.
I wish I hadn't come here for this.
Can't wait to find out a bit more about this, what the story behind it is.
I found them. After all this death.
Look at that.
If you had the chance to do it all again. What would you have done?
Stayed clear at frigging dinosaurs, that's what I would have done. Not playing with frigging goats. You think the size of them. So yeah, that's all we really know about that. I mean, I've not really seen much more about it, to be honest. I mean, it looks good. Obviously, it's in Unreal Engine 5, but the story has to be as good as the how it looks, doesn't it? Really. So yeah, when we'll see where that goes, I'll keep an eye on that. Right, the next one is a third-person action adventure called Wronged Us. This one again looks really weird. I get like a Silent Hill sort of vibe out of this one, and yet you can tell it's still really under development. Well, I can when I watch it. Some of it looks spot on, looks really, really good, like you're watching a film. But then you'll see other parts of it where it don't look as refined. So it's usually when you're looking at the characters and stuff like that, it don't. I think they've probably still got a lot to do on character models and stuff, based on what I've seen. But the actual maps and that look brilliant, really does. So yeah, Wronged Us, this is called. So here we go. This is Wronged Us. Look at that.
You're no man of God. You're an abomination, a filth.
See, I mean, that looks
Why
real.
are you back, Isaac?
Look at that. Looks
I'm
brilliant.
looking for someone.
So I think it must be just the character models that they're still working on then. That they've still got a lot of work to do on. Just the place looks brilliant.
You're too late. They're all gone.
See what I mean, though?
You won't make it.
Really looking forward to that one. It has the potential to be a really good game, does that? I like the soundtrack of it. Like I say, it gives me a Silent Hill vibe. Right? Eerie and spooky. And, I mean, you're seeing some frigging monsters and that. It does look like a proper headfuck psychological horror, does that? I hope that them character models are going to be polished up a bit before release, because they're letting it down at the moment. I mean, the scenes and that, the maps and stuff look brilliant, really do, but the character models aren't convincing at all. But I'm guessing that there's still a lot of work to do. So like I said, these are all still under development. Sorry. So the next one is called Stray Souls. Now I'm not too sure about this one because I saw a trailer for this one about a year ago, I think it was, and I was massively impressed with it. And I've just watched this trailer. And I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I mean, it still does look really good in some parts, but others seem to letting it down. Again, I don't know if it's because it's pre-release and it still needs work done to it. I don't know, but based on what I saw about a year ago, compared to now, doesn't seem to match up to me. Really don't. But who am I to say? So yeah, it's called Stray Souls. It's a third-person action adventure. So here we go with Stray Souls. Let's think about that then.
When my grandmother died, she left me her house. My own place. No rent, no mortgage. I thought I'd won the lottery. But all that changed after I met Martha. There's no way this is real. What the hell?
Look, I get that this is all really weird, but there are a few things you need to understand. I know some things about your grandmother. Best I can piece it together, she was someone pretty high up in a secret society.
Martha says I'm not safe. That I should be prepared to defend myself in case those cultist nutbags come looking for me. I didn't win any lottery. I inherited a nightmare I can't wake up from. Every family's got secrets, but not like mine.
Daniel, no!
Whoa! Ooh. I do like a good horror. There you go then, Stray Souls. Say I'm still undecided on that one because compared to the first one I saw, the first trailer, that one doesn't look as refined. And that first trailer I saw like a year ago. So who knows? Who knows what the finished product's going to be like? We'll have to judge it based on the finished product, not on a pre-release trailer. So yeah, that was Stray Souls. Right, this one is the last of the Unreal Engine 5 trailers. And this is one I have been waiting so long for. These games, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, they're called, right? They're based in Ukraine, in Chernobyl, where Chernobyl power station blew up. And I've been playing these games now since they first came out. When I first started playing these games, nobody knew about them. They were made by a really unknown developer. And it didn't just want a big name at all. And obviously, it got better and better as it went along. More people got playing it. Then another one came out. And basically, it's called S.T.A.L.K.E.R. And then they brought S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. So I think it was Shadow of Chernobyl, the first one were called. And then I think they ended up buying 3 or 4 of them anyway. And they were all brilliant. But they weren't really a massive story-focused game. It was more free roam. Bit of a survival thing again. With a shed loads of stuff you could collect and things like that. Yeah, and it were based, like I say, in Chernobyl, where near power station. And what happened is they called it the exclusion zone, or the zone. And it were where the radiation was in Chernobyl around power station, and you couldn't go into it. Basically what it had done is it had caused a load of anomalies and mutants and things like that. And you had to go down collecting these anomalies because they had like magical powers, magical healing powers, or they could make you do certain things and stuff like that. So it was all to do with radiation. But it was just the whole ambience of the game. It were, I don't know, I just can't explain it. It was one of them, even though it wasn't a big budget game and it was by a small developer and stuff, I spent more time playing that than I did some of them big AAA games. It was just the feeling the game gave you. It was brilliant. It really was. So anyway, this S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 isn't actually the second one. It's about the 5th one, but they've called it S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. But it's on Unreal Engine 5, so it's like modern graphics. Because, like I say, they came out like over 10 years ago, I think, the other ones. So yeah, so this one's called S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, and it really does look good. And I left it till last so we could finish with the best one, I think. One I've been really waiting for. So here we are, people. This is the aforementioned S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2.
massive work. A group of scientists managed to tap into the noosphere, the Earth's informational field. An achievement comparable at best to the conquest of space.
You've got to be careful where you stand. You've got to throw nuts to make
Don't
sure
want the innocent to suffer?
that they're in an anomaly.
Then help
there.
me find the culprit.
It looks so good, does that?
And who the fuck are you?
And what do we have a decade later? The Zone, in our image, after our likeness.
Pripyat, the main town next to Chernobyl that got
are
evacuated.
still lying out there, and I can't even bury them.
Died in an anomaly.
How real that
Shot
looks.
by loners. Found with a stone around his neck. Thrown off a cliff. Torn apart by dogs. You cannot kill God. Just like you cannot get rid of the sky up above. I am blind, but it is you who cannot see.
God, I can't wait for that. I really can't wait for that, honest to God. It's been so long since I've played a Stalker game, honestly. But I can't even begin to tell you how many hours, joyful hours I spent playing them games. They are so atmospheric. They just pull you in. They really do. And you don't even really have to be doing much in the game. I mean, even just walking around and just soaking it all in. Honestly, I can't explain it. It's just one of them games that's just in a league of its own. It really is. And I'm looking so forward to playing it. I really am. So there you go, people. Welcome to Unreal Engine 5. Like I say, it's a bit of a break from the norm and my normal videos that I do. I just wanted to tell you all a little bit about Unreal Engine 5 because it's really, really is fantastic. It really is. It's a game changer. Literally, it is a game changer. And it's just going to improve things dramatically in game industry. Well, it already has. And it's just some of these games that the making in Unreal Engine 5 would have took a lot longer to make, and they won't be at the point they are with them now if they didn't have that engine to make it in. Because like I say, that's half at work done for you. Do you know what I mean? Once you've got a good engine set up, that's half at work done. Well, probably even more than half at work. So yeah, there you go. So I hope you've learned some. I hope you've enjoyed it, and some of them games that you've just seen there will be games that will be coming on to the channel when they're released. So just like a little sneak preview of what's to come, I suppose, as well. So thanks for joining me on this weird little break from the norm video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I mean, if you like stuff like this and you like to keep abreast of all the new technology that's coming out and new games and things like that, just let me know. I mean, I can do a few videos like this, not all the time, like, but when there's enough new stuff come out that are a big breakthrough or not like that in gaming industry, if you want to see it, then I can do videos like this every so often and just keep you up to speed with all new stuff that's coming out. So yeah, so just let me know. I mean, if it's not something you're interested in or you don't really want to see on the channel, you just want to stick to just games and not get updates on new things like this, then just let me know and I'll scrap it. You know what I mean? I'm just trying things. I'm trying to see what you guys want, basically. But if I don't get feedback, then I don't know, do I? You know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, as always, peeps, if you want to support us here at Immersion Gaming, you know by now the dance, basically. All you have to do, as always, is like the videos underneath with the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, which is the main thing to help me grow this community, and click the bell icon next to subscribe if you would like to be notified when I upload a new video. So yeah, without further ado, I think that's it. I think I've shown you what I need to show you. I hope you've got something from it. But as of now, the next videos are going to be my normal game videos. So thanks for joining me, and I will speak to you all very soon. Take care, peeps. Bye.